Stop chasing. Look, it's Marcel, aka Honey Bunny Sunny, and you know I'm on a mission to make you some money.
If this is your first time tuning in, welcome, okay? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, so that we can get this video into the algorithm.
All right, so I'm getting ready to show you how to double your account. Now, this is not going to be about, taking 40, 50, 100,000 and making it double. We're talking about starting with just $1,000 and turning it into $2,000. I want you to do this before you join because this is going to lay the foundation for you. This is going to give you the discipline that you need so that when you join, you go just like that. We call that space station. Okay. Now, there's a lot of little foundational things that you need to get under your belt before you're ready to really capitalize. Now, we have all the education that you need inside of the group. And yes, we can take you from not knowing anything to, to being a multi 6-figure, 7-figure trader. But it's also going to rest on your commitment. This little exercise that takes about 2.5 months is going to allow you to prove to yourself that you can double your account. Okay, so we're going to start with $1,000 and we're going to take it to $2,000, and I'm going to show you exactly how you're going to do that. Now, look, we're starting small on purpose. Okay, this like I said, you're not here to get rich. You are here to build character. You are here to lay foundational things so that you can build a very big structure on top of that, right? But if you never lay that foundation and you just start, going at it, that's when we see people go up, and then the foundation is shaky, so the structure winds up crumbling at some point. We don't want you to do that. We want to make sure that you lay a strong foundation, right? You get your discipline down, you get your character down, right? You get your process down, your strategy, and all of that stuff. And then you come join the group, you come get with a bunch of us that's already doing it. And that's going to that's going to take you even further, right? Just imagine finally linking up with like-minded people, right? Finally coming into a family that has all of the stuff that you need. All right. But we got to get this down first. All right. So you're going to take $1,000. You're going to mess with one stock. You're going to use one strategy, and you're going to do that for about 50 days. Okay. The goal is only to get $20 per day. So we're taking just 10% of that $1,000 and going after 20%. Now, this can be broken up into 2 10% trades, or if you're able to locate a 20% trade, that's just one trade per day. Okay. It's not going to be easy, right? Because it will require discipline. Now, first couple of times you get in, you may, do extremely well, but I do not want you to let that take you off of your path, right? A lot of times people will look at $20 as not a lot, right? It's not a big win. But if you can discipline yourself to stick to the plan for these 50 days to double your account, you will feel so confident and go into that next level. And then we got a ton of stuff for you in the group, okay? So if you with me, drop it in the comments below. So what you want to do first is identify the stock that you're going to trade. I recommend IWM, right? The reason that I recommend IWM is because it's an index that has 0 DTE, so it allows you to get higher percentage returns with smaller moves, okay? And you also can risk a lot less money. So if you're working with $1,000 and I'm saying 10%, we're talking about, you can get a contract or two with that $100 that you are risking in the trade. Now, like I said, you can break it up. You get $100 here and get $100 to get 10% here and then 10% there, or you can go for the full 20%. Just
on what strategy you're using. All right. Next, you're going to select a setup. Okay. There's going to be a specific setup that you look for, and you're not going to go trying to chase other setups, right? 2 setups is the max. So we can either have like a break and retest, a ORB strategy breakout, right? So open range breakout strategy or a break and retest. Those 2, you look for those, and when they occur, you take them. All right. The ORB, the open range breakout strategy, what you're looking for is on the first 15-minute candle. Okay, write this down. First 15-minute candle, you draw the range. If you don't want to do it manually, there is a 15-minute orb indicator on TradingView. You draw the range of where the high and the low is on that first 15-minute candle. Now, you're going to watch the second 15-minute candle. So this does take a little bit of patience, right? You're not just getting in when the market opens. It's going to take about at least a half hour because we have to see the second or third candle break through that range, okay? So if that second candle breaks the range to the upside, you are going to take the very next candle and get calls, right? So if it closes above that open range, right? That first 15-minute range of that first candle, right? You're going to, that third candle, you're going to enter and you're going to ride it up 10%, okay? And the same to the downside. If it breaks down and goes out of the low of that first 15-minute candle, you're going to take puts to the downside until you get your first 10%, okay? That's the open range breakout. A break and retest would simply be a break of a high, right? And then coming back to retest that level, getting a reversal signal, and then a confirmation, which would just be a higher high and a higher low, and then entering on that next candle. These can all be done on the 15-minute time frames. With that said, your weekly target is $100, right? Doesn't seem like a lot, but like I said, it will stack up over time. And your goal is not to get rich from this exercise. You will learn so much more about trading when you're in the group. The goal is just to get you to double your money first so that you can come in confident and with good habits so that you can maximize your time in the Prosperity Collective, okay? Now, I always want to be transparent, right? Sometimes things don't always work out. So this is not an ironclad, like it will absolutely work strategy, right? But what it will do is it will build you. It will allow you to start getting experience in the market. Now, if you are taking these high probability setups, understand that they are probabilities, meaning that, you know, it is not a guarantee every time. So there will be some occasional times that it may not work out. But if you take 10 trades, 7 out of 8 of those will be good if you follow the rules for the open range breakout, okay? Also, you gotta make sure that you are giving yourself time. So you're not gonna judge yourself on P&L, right? Profit and loss. You are gonna judge yourself on, did I execute? Did I see it? Did I mark it? Did I enter, right? Did I keep a stop loss, right? Did I manage my risk? Did I exceed what I said I was gonna risk, right? Again, we're only risking 10% of the account. Stop loss should be around 10% as well. 20% to the upside is where you want to take profit, or 10% if you want to do it in 2 separate trades. Now, I know you can do this. Now, when you do this and you double that $1,000, the Prosperity Collective will be right here waiting for you, okay? Now, also, you can still join prior to. The purpose of this exercise is to give you confidence first. If you do decide to join earlier, again, we have a full 7.5-hour course that will walk you through everything about trading, right? But I do recommend that you get some sort of practice in first. So if you decide to join first, maybe you take some trades in the paper account, or you do this activity in that first week before you start taking bigger trades. Okay, again, I'm not trying to deter you from joining the group. Like I said, we got people that have started with absolutely no knowledge and are doing extremely well. But I do want you to understand that laying that foundation and getting that discipline right and getting your confidence up is going to help you be 10 times more. Listen, if this video was helpful, okay, you can show your love by hitting the like button and the subscribe button, okay? Listen, it's always love over here. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Remember, invest smart, live free. Peace.